Northwood head football coach Ken James is gearing up for his 34th season leading the Rangers. Now, those that have been familiar with his squads in the past may be a bit surprised by his adjustments to offense this season.
We're bigger than we usually are at a lot of the ball handling spots. Typically, we've had decent-sized linemen over the last few years, but our ball handlers have been smaller guys, 140-pound guys. We have guys that, some of our ball handlers in previous years might have played tackle for us. They weigh 200 pounds or better and all that, but they run well. So we feel like, we've got a bunch of different guys. We feel like we got a half dozen guys we'd like to get the ball to, which creates a little bit of difficulty. I mentioned to somebody the other day that we didn't have enough footballs. And he said, "What, did somebody steal them?" And I said, "No." I said, "Figuratively, not literally." And I said, we're trying to find ways to get the ball in the hands of a bunch of our skill guys out in space. So we'll do a few things different offensively. We'll still be a run-oriented team, but we're probably going to throw it more, which will probably make some people that are watching this when it comes on probably keel over. But we've got some guys who are really good receivers, and we feel like we need to find a way to get them the ball. Some of our running backs are good receivers. We're going to try and get them the ball in space. So we're going to work like we've been working like on a preseason. And so that's been a little different because we're trying to get, do some different things on offense. And that's, we think, is going to help us, we get games against teams that defend the run real well against us.
It's a really big change for all of us, but I think we're learning it pretty quick. And when we really get into the season, we're gonna really mess some teams up with it. It's a real tricky offense to stop.
Used to going under the center, so it's like a new look for us. And learning the plays is tough, but like when we run them in practice, it's fun because it's something new, and it's almost like playing like backyard football. Like you just run random plays, but this stuff is we're learning it, so it's gonna be good.
Very tough going from power offense, always running, always barely passing, but always running, just meat grinding all the way down the field. To now, going from a passing offense now, and it's tough. But that's what we're here for. We're here to grind and here to learn all the plays and get our playbook, and especially with it coming up to
The big thing for us will come down to how well we protect it, how well we avoid penalties, things like that. That's in tight games. That's going to be a big part of the equation. So far we've been pretty good at hanging on to the football in practice. It's still practice. It's different when the pressure's on. We've worked hard. We've been conditioning pretty hard here because we're a little thinner. Like I said, we've got some younger guys that are going to have to step up and play and be ready to go. So we're a little thinner in that we got a smaller junior class. Last year we had a bigger junior class. So in terms of depth, trying to build some of that right now. So we've conditioned a little extra this year just in case some guys have to play two ways.
I feel like we just got to work harder than we did last year, and I feel like the potential can go anywhere as long as we have the right mindset.
I want to make sure our chemistry is good and that we have all our problems sorted out, because I know as long as we're working together that we have some extremely, extremely talented players that I always think about, like, man, how could he ever lose in a football game? He could never lose a matchup. But when it comes down to it, it's not about him, it's about all of us at the same time. We have to do our job all at the same time to make everything work out well.
The Rangers wrapped up their first scrimmage of preseason earlier this evening. They opened the year at Woodmore on the 30th. In Northwood, Claire Dow, BCSN.